that was probably one of the first times where I was like, I'm not that sort of person. Holy shit, I guess. Like, just random events happen, and then next thing I know,
it is that person.
I am that person.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's some weird things out there like that. There's another one as well. When I was reading the Noonday Demon, he was talking about, so this book is all about depression. It's awful book in the terms of, like, if you want to know about depression and what it seriously means, that's the book, because the stories in it are just brutal. I think in the past I said I've had depression. I haven't had depression. I've had like a mini depression, but the stuff that he's talking about is the proper stuff, the proper stuff. And he mentions in this one bit how he wasn't trying to justify this, but he was basically saying, like, at one point he was super depressed and he was taking all these drugs and he was self-medicating through like alcohol and cocaine and all this stuff, and he beat his partner. Now, it was kind of unclear if it was a male or a female, because he's bisexual. In either case, awful thing to do. And he was just saying, like, this was a huge moment for him where he was like, I never understood wife beaters until this moment when he was one. And then he was like, oh shit, I can sort of like empathize with these people in a way, like because I am now one of them. True. So maybe we all need to commit genocides. Maybe we all need to do all these bad things just to feel. You want to feel true empathy? You want to actually empathize?
That is some mere mortal. Make sure you commit some genocide. Jesus.
Well, we're talking about casual racism not too long ago. So,
but it is true. Like, that's why I agree with the viewpoint, how Jordan and other people come across this way, that by default it is just amazing that we're not all malevolent and killing each other. It's not the opposite. It's not like, oh, why is it that you're not, like, you're a little bit weird? Now it's like, why is it the case that most of us are actually okay and living socially acceptable and not killing each other because you take some random thing from another person or whatever else? So I think everybody has the capabilities to be truly malevolent and evil if you let it happen.
And there we go. You've got me onto my mere mortal moment. Do you have any more stuff? No. Okay. So my mere mortal moment is a capable person can also be a dangerous person. There is a thing about, we love capability, someone who is capable of doing these things. They're competent. There's a thing about competency which seems like really attractive, but you got to be careful, because the more capable you are, I would say, the more dangerous you can also be in a certain extent. So, say
more capable, the more competent for whatever action you take.
And so you got to be careful. Got to have that introspection. Stalin was, I believe, from what I've read, one of the best logistical planners out there. He had a work ethic and a mind made for logistics. But combine that with some really bad ideas around socialism and communism, ends up starving millions of people, ends up creating this brutal regime. So capability, it's a good thing, but you got to be careful as well.